Hey everybody, John Lane back again with another installment of Mallet Fundamentals with limited resources. Today I'm going to be going over some exercises that you can do to work on your independent roll. The first step to mastering the independent roll is being able to control the rotation of the wrists in both hands independently and to control the speed of the roll. A lot of times when I've worked with young students, maybe it's the first piece they've done where they've had to do this technique, they end up just kind of flexing and tensing up and kind of getting that thing going. And it sort of works, but it's not expressive and it doesn't give you any kind of control. So speed is not necessarily the goal here. The goal is to be able to control the rotation fully back and forth. So to do that, start out with working on a table of time exercise, measuring subdivisions, similarly to what we've done in some of the other exercises. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate just one hand going through a sequence of eighth notes, triplets, 16th notes, sextuplets, something like this. Now you just repeat that for several minutes, but the idea is that that is going to give you the control over the rotation of the wrist. And then of course you want to do that with right and left hands. Now sometimes in a piece there might come a situation where you need to play something in one hand and an independent roll in the other hand. So to create some independence with the independent roll, you can do that same exercise except on one hand keep an ostinato. In this case I'm going to keep eighth notes in my left hand and go through that metric acceleration sequence in my right hand. Okay, and then do that same thing with the left hand. I'll demonstrate that. And there you have it. There's another exercise that you can do to work on endurance, and this is one of those exercises that you don't want to do it for too long. Obviously you want to make sure that you're not experiencing any pain, or you don't want to injure yourself here. But one of the things that can really help you to build up this rotational strength is endurance. All right, endurance always comes before speed in technique, so it's a good idea to include some kind of endurance practice in your technical routine. In this case, it's very simple. You just play an independent roll as big and as full as you can at a tempo that you can sustain for, let's say, 30 seconds. Now, I'm not going to demonstrate a full 30 seconds here, but let's say, for instance, a nice big roll. And you just want to hold that for 30 seconds or longer. You can build up over time. And again, you could do that with both hands at the same time and maximize your efforts. They don't have to line up, by the way. So they can totally just be independent, but that you're not really worried about necessarily a metric there. You're just working on big rotations of the wrist. You can see that's the kind of feeling that I have in my wrist when I do that. It's totally turning all the way up and all the way over that rotation. I hope you're finding these videos helpful. Feel free to be in touch, share the videos with your students or your colleagues, and be well and stay safe out there. Keep practicing.